little people, big people, all people. This is another episode of Buffed Up Sports, the only podcast that talks Detroit sports, the WNBA, and boxing. So thank you for clicking on this episode. But first, few ground rules. If you want to go on the Buffed Up Sports website, go to buffedupsports.com. There, you will find the social media platforms that I'm on, and you will find the platforms that Buffed Up Sports is on, such as the podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Or if you like the video aspect, you can check out the YouTube channel as well. So go to buffedupsports.com for those things, as well as if you want to send, a little cha-ching, it's ways that you can help me out and financially support the show. So go to buffedupsports.com for that. Again, thank you for clicking on this episode. Please subscribe. So subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Apple, subscribe on Spotify, subscribe on wherever you listen to the podcast on. Please subscribe. With that being said, again, thanks y'all. Hope you enjoy this one. Let's get on with the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Buffed Up Sports. If you made it this far, you don't listen to the intro. You now heard my voice kicking off the show. I appreciate it. And I hope you stay locked in because there's so much to talk about today. We talking some Pistons, Lions emotional damage, Tigers, but it's gonna get intense when we start talking about the WNBA and boxing, because both is and it's a lot going on there. So let's start off with Detroit. Let's talk about the Detroit teams first. We got our Red Wings. Look, I don't know a doggone thing going on with the Red Wings. Did the draft happen yet? Is it do they do the free agency signings? All I know is I want Patrick Kane back. Y'all know how I am. When I talk, y'all want to talk about a casual fan. I'm like, I might be a tier below casual when it comes to the Red Wings. And that's my team. Like, I say this a lot on episodes. The Red Wings, one of those teams, like, I watch them and win them only when it comes to hockey. I'm not watching the New York Rangers, like the Stanley Cup final. I'm not watching it. I don't care because it's not my team. Super Bowl, I could watch it. Obviously, I've never seen the Lions in one. NBA Finals. Granted, this year we're going to talk about it. I haven't watched, but typically I watch that. Even the World Series, man, I don't really watch the World Series. I've watched more World Series than Stanley Cup Finals, though. I know that, but that's besides the point. Yeah, Red Wings, I got nothing for y'all this week. Pistons, yeah, I don't want to talk about the NBA Finals. It's inevitable what's about to happen. At this point of the recording, Boston is up 3-0. I'm not going to say that man's name, but y'all know I can't stomach to see that man win an NBA championship. And y'all know, real buffed up sports fans know who I'm talking about. I don't want to watch. I'll probably watch 10 minutes of the NBA Finals, period, right? Part of that, a good chunk of that has to do with just I've been at work. Legit, I've been at work when the game's going on. But the other half is there be times when I be coming in the fourth quarter and I still got no desire to watch. So we're not talking about the NBA Finals. My team ain't in it. The guy who I can't stomach to win a ring is about to win one. And it's going to just help his legacy more than hurt. So they not going to care about the fact he went through all these teams with injured players. They not going to talk about the Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler. They not going to talk about the Indiana Pacers without Tyrese Halliburton. They not going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers without Donovan Mitchell. Granted, they probably beat all those teams anyway. But they didn't even get tested the whole final run. You know what I'm saying? It's just, Let me get y'all little Pistons real quick. We got Trojan Langdon. He's coming in to be the new president of basketball operations. Troy Weaver is out the door. We talked about this on Buffed Up Sports before, whether it's time for Troy Weaver to leave or not. The Pistons made the decision. He's gone. And people, I'm wearing my Pistons gear right now. And in fact, this is the 04 shirt. Let me move over here because I'm next to Chauncey now. Yeah, the 04 shirt, right? Y'all see the belt? We got that's the Pistons is good. That's what we trying to get back to. And so I still wear my Pistons gear wherever I go. And people be like, so do you think Landon's going to get anything done? I'm like, I don't know. I had high hopes for Troy, and we didn't do anything with Troy. I'm not saying that's Troy's fault. I'm not saying it is, or that it isn't. All I know is we didn't make one playoff. We didn't even sniff the playoffs. We didn't even get close to the play-in any of the 4 years Troy was under, the Pistons organization. So everybody's like, what you think Langdon's going to do? I don't know. I have no expectations. My hopes are not that high, and it's nothing against that guy, bars. It's just more of a matter of the Pistons are so down bad right now, and I'm so checked out as a fan. I'm going to be blunt. I don't care. Like, they brought me to the lowest of lows that anything would cheer me up at this point. When you see your favorite basketball team lose 20, however many games, 28, whatever the record was, they tied the NBA record. The fact I had to see that happen, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, unless you're a Boston Celtics fan. But I'm just checked out. Like, the NBA drafts come. I don't even know when the draft is. I don't know the date of the NBA draft. It could be tomorrow for all I know. And I don't care. I'm not checked out. People, who you think I don't care who we draft, man. I told y'all last episode. Get Bronny James for all I care. But, nah, man. The Pistons, I love them dearly. Y'all not in relationships with your boo, your man or your woman, your partner, whatever you want to call this person. You in this relationship, y'all go through things. Y'all not divorced. Y'all not breaking up, but y'all kind of not talking to each. It's like, for all y'all, like, for those guys out there, when you got to sleep on the couch, you in the doghouse right now. That's me and the Pistons right now. They sleeping on the couch. I love them. Let something happen to them. I'm coming running. You know what I'm saying? But we just not on the best of terms right now, man. That's the best way to put it. Next thing I want to talk about, me and the Tigers, we not on the best of terms right now. I had a little more high hopes for them this season, but they just such a young team that they do what young teams do. They blow games. And I didn't like the city jerseys. They started growing on me, especially because people was like, oh, we making a run in them city jerseys. We winning. And then they start losing in them too. So now I don't even like the city jerseys again. And then you got a young player like Spencer Torkelson, who hit 30 home runs last year, who's, let's be blunt, he's struggling this year, right? If things got so bad, they sent him to AAA ball. Now, for all we know, this could be the beginning of the end for Spencer Torkelson, or this could be just let's get this guy confidence back up. Let's refresh him. It could go either way. But no matter what, I'm glad it's being done, because it's time to find out who he really is. And this is going to give us a chance to identify that. Because, okay, let's say he goes to AAA, stank it up there. Okay, we know he just ain't got it. Or he goes to AAA, does great, come back to the big leagues, and stank it up in the big leagues. Okay, he's just not a big league player. Or he's just not the star player we thought he would be one day. Or he goes to AAA, does great, comes back to the big leagues with his confidence back up. He goes back to hitting 30 home runs in the season. That's perfect too. But I'm glad it's being done, because this is what the Pistons, I didn't think I would say this man's name ever again on the podcast, but here we are. The Tigers are doing with Spencer Torkelson what the Pistons should have did to Killian Hayes. We saw Spencer Torkelson struggling. What did the Tigers do? They sent him to AAA. He's with the Toledo Mud Hens. Killian Hayes was on the Pistons struggling. What did the Pistons do? They kept sending him in the fire in the starting lineup. For what reason? We will never know. But instead of sending this man to the Motor City Cruise, the G League team, they kept throwing him in the fire. And look what happened. Killian Hayes is out of the league now. At least with Spencer Torkelson, there's a chance. And also, to Spencer Torkelson's benefit, I'll say it one more time. The man hit 30 home runs last season. So as nothing else, we've seen a glimpse of what he can do. Unfortunately, with Killian, those glimpses were not that great, So I'm rooting for Torque. I don't know if the question is, are you still a believer in Torque? I hope you are. if you're a Tigers fan, you're going to want the best for anybody who wears that Tigers uniform. Now, the day he takes the uniform off, hey, however you feel about him, feel it. I don't want to talk about this, but I got to, because I can we have a therapy session, y'all? Let's talk about the Lions, man. First, the Lions, I didn't know this was a thing. They had to forfeit a practice because they were tackling. And I guess they're not supposed to do tackling yet. I didn't know that was a thing. I knew you couldn't tackle in certain early practices in the offseason. But I didn't know they straight up was like, if you tackle, like, you're... For one, I don't know how the league... I guess the league finds out everything because they find out when these players gamble. But I guess the league just, like... I was kind of confused how they found out, but also, like, dang, it's that serious? Y'all can't even practice? I thought it would have been like a fine. I guess I never really thought too deep into what a punishment would be because it's not something you think about, I guess. But, I mean, that's something that the Lions got going on. I mean, shout out Dan Campbell. He got them boys ready. But no, that's not exactly what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is a therapy session. First of all, I'm gonna cut this real quick. Cause shout out my sisters, Vivica and Janae. They went to the Pistons game and they was giving out, some Pistons buffs, right? That Hutch jewelry actually made. And they actually pretty cool. Like when I put them on, you know what I'm saying? No, I actually look good in them, right? Don't y'all agree? And so I'm leaving them here for now. But I had said I was going to start wearing them during my Pistons segments. Here we go. But they don't even deserve for me to wear them right now. I'm like, I got to wear them when I'm feeling happy, when it's more positive things on the Pistons, and it ain't nothing positive right now. Sorry about that. Now back to our Lions talk, therapy session. Because we about to go from bad to worse. The Lions. I'm suing EA Sports Madden. I do want to thank EA Sports for bringing us NCAA football back because I will be taking the Eastern Michigan Eagles and we will be going to the ship. But that's besides the point because that's July 25th, I believe. That's when we could talk about that. No, it's skip you EA right now because why the heck would y'all make Christian McCaffrey the cover athlete for Madden 25? Now I'm hurt. You know why I'm hurt? Because that's emotional damage. I'm suing EA Sports for emotional damage. Why would y'all put that man on the cover? Knowing what he did to my team. What he did to my team. For those of you who got me on social media, if y'all saw it, what did I do the other day? I was going through my phone had ran out of storage. I'm going through my photo album and all that, clearing out everything I don't need or whatever, right? I get to that sad January night where it was for about an hour and it was about the best day of my life. Oh, I've never been so happy a day in my life. I'm looking at my old man. He's happy too. I'm thinking this man about to pass out in excitement because he legit was like, I don't think I can take it. And if you saw his face, I didn't think he was going to be able to take it either. And I'm just saying it was the happiest day of our lives, man. And then it just went whoosh. It went from one way to another. And so I cleared out. I was like, I don't want this footage on my phone no more. The best day of my life turned into the worst real quick. And then the fact, as I was doing this, I'm not kidding when I say that. The fact when I was clearing out my phone of the NFC Championship watch party at Ford Field, I'm clearing out my videos because I was depressed from it. I see that they put freaking Christian McCaffrey on the EA Sports Madden football game cover. Y'all just hate me, EA, huh? Y'all hate me. Y'all took away fight night, and y'all said, okay, we'll get you NCAA football to make you feel better. And I said, you know what? That's a deal. I still want fight night back, but all right, I could take one of them coming back. Fine, deal, cool. But then y'all just go and throw that in my face by putting Christian McCaffrey, the man who killed my dreams, on the game. So guess what, EA? Y'all not getting my $70. And I hope them $70 of y'all multi-billion, million, whatever dollar company hurts y'all pockets. Now, let's talk about a sport who pockets typically hurt, but this year it might be different. I'm hoping and praying. The WNBA. It's no secret. The WNBA been around more than 25 years at this point. Never made a profit. They lose money every year. It's crazy, but it's true. But this year, they had the best attendance and TV ratings to this point in the season. The TV ratings and attendance. One of them was 1. The other one was like 2nd. But like it was like best since the 90s. Y'all got to think the league started in 97. So that just tell you. It was like, yeah, because it was the second year of the league. Anyway, the league is doing the best it's done in over 20 years, right? And that's pretty big because the WNBA is going against the NBA playoffs. Right now, it's going against the NBA finals, but also it's baseball season. It's going against MLB. Oh, and the Stanley Cup finals going on. And it's still, this the best ratings and attendance it's ever had. And here we go with that debate. It's not just about the one player because, hey, I got to admit, it's not just Indiana Fever games selling out, but it's also not just Chicago Sky games selling out. They're not the only teams getting the ratings either. It's all 12 teams breaking records, having hard. The days of WNBA tickets being $15 is pretty much gone, y'all. And again, that's good and bad because, boy, my pockets missed them $15 games. But as a fan, you kind of just got to appreciate it that it's got to this point, right? Right. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's self-explanatory. Should Caitlin Clark have been on Team USA? No. Why would she? It's not like she's put up stellar numbers. She might not even win MVP right now. Angel Reese, hello. Might get a vote out of me. But, like Caitlin Clark, in due time, man. Everybody mad Diana Taurasi on the team because she 40-something. Like, Diana Taurasi is arguably the GOAT. You want her off the team? At least she earned it. She put in her time. Caitlin, you haven't technically even been selected to your first All-Star game yet. We know she will, but you know what I'm saying. It's okay, y'all. She got plenty of more teams to make. I do want to say, I'm telling y'all, I go on Twitter, and I love interacting with my WNBA fellow Twitter fans, but I get tired of the Angel this and Caitlin this chatter. Man, shut all that noise up. They rookies. They got 10, 15 years or even more for us to talk about them because they're going to have stellar Hall of Fame careers. We need to talk about them now. Therefore, I want to talk about my Vegas Aces who are struggling, and I'm blaming it on the stupid rebrand they did. I don't know why. They went from the red and the maroon or whatever color it was and went to the Raiders colors because when the last time the Raiders won anything? Now, I know the same owner, Mark Davis and all, he trying to bring all these teams into Vegas. He trying to bring them all the same identity, and that's cool. But nah, man. The Raiders ain't won since when? The Vegas Aces, though, is coming off back-to-back championships, and it ain't no secret. This far in the season, they ain't looking like it. They ain't looking like a back-to-back championship team, and it's because Chelsea Gray is out, so I miss Chelsea Gray. I need her back because the Aces are just not the Aces without her. But there's a woman from South Carolina, two-time league MVP. A''J''A. Asia Wilson, man. MVP. Like, the reason I said we got to skip all the Caitlin and the Angels and all these other folk talk is because there's one name that should be put in front of each and every one of them. There's one name that should be on every WNBA headline. Shoot basketball, shoot sports headline. I don't care about the gender. Asia Wilson, MVP, dominating. So what? Her team not looking like the typical Aces. She's still going out there, being a straight dog every night. And ain't getting no credit. I ain't gonna say no credit. I'll take that back. Y'all forgive me. She's getting credit from the real ones. But like, why aren't the big platforms giving her the credit? Because again, every time you go on ESPN or whoever, Twitter, it's Caitlin Clark this, Angel Reese this. Asia Wilson doing what? And y'all ain't talking about it, man. That's my problem. So can we give the two-time MVP, two-time WNBA, two-time defensive player of the year? I could go on and on. Can we give her more credit though, please? That's all I'm asking, please. All right, water break.
I'm only gonna say Buck as much as I got on Buck. So just sports, make sure y'all tune in.
All right, let's wrap up this episode with some boxing real quick, y'all. We back with it. Manny Pacquiao. You know, he retired a couple years ago at a time where he should have retired. Now they talking about he about to come out of retirement to fight Mario Barrios. Man, what? Pacquiao, no. Because Barrios, that ain't no, I'm just, like, I get it. Pacquiao's Pacquiao. But Barrios ain't just no easy opponent either. And Pacquiao, you ain't fought in a couple years, and you only older than you was your last fight, which you didn't look the greatest in. Let it go, my dude. Would y'all want to see Pacquiao come back in the ring? I ain't gonna lie, because the answer to that would be yeah. Pacquiao could be 50, and I'm still gonna watch his fights. But would you want to see, like, not do you want to see, but should he get back in the ring? Because the answer should be no. Next thing on boxing, what's up with Ryan Garcia? I don't know. I really do hate this because recently he got arrested for vandalism at a hotel. I don't know what he's going through. I say he needs to leave Oscar De La Hoya alone. But anyway, it's just I don't like Ryan as a boxer. Honestly, his antics outside the ring is annoying too. But I ain't trying to see him go out like that because he makes boxing more exciting. As a fan of the sport, it's the best when he's in a fight. I can't even lie. I mean, let's look at the last two big fights he did with Tank. Everybody talking about the sport. The fight with Haney. Everybody talking about it. Boxing's better with him. If he do all the antic stuff, fine, but don't do nothing that's gonna get you out of the ring. Like my boy Tank, you know, Tank, he good for boxing. But my man's had to go put in some time. Floyd, he practically retired because he had to go serve the time for a minute in the middle of his career. I don't like when my fighters do that, man, because y'all hurting yourselves. We need y'all in the ring. Don't do stupid stuff. But something else that's also stupid, y'all, Mike Tyson fighting Jake Paul. I hate to do this. Hate to be that person, but I'm about to do it. I told you so. Did I not say from the jump it was going to be a problem? Everybody, oh, Mike Tyson's going to kill him. Oh, Mike Tyson's a bad dude. Mike Tyson was a bad dude. Mike Tyson is not on the same things he was on back on the day because Mike Tyson is medicated. I said not medicated Mike Tyson, he might do something to Jake. But Mike Tyson is medicated now. We know what he got going on. He's mellowed out. He's not that same killer that he was when he was 20, 30 years old. That was also 20, 30 years ago when he was the champion. So why do we think he's going to go in against somebody 30, man? And now they pushing the fight back again because of this recent health scare Mike Tyson just had, right? All I'm saying is we got to question it, folks. Should the fight happen? If you a fan of Mike Tyson, do you still want this fight to happen? Think about it for a second. The man just had a health scare. He's 57 years old, hasn't fought in 20 years. Do you really want to see your favorite fighter back in the ring? Because just recently, I had to see Deontay Wilder get in the ring. And I don't want to see him in the ring again. You gotta, with your favorite fighter, you gotta come to that day where it's like he just not what he used to be. With Wilder, I had to do it. Do y'all Tyson fans want to do that again? Because we did it 20 years ago. Now we want to do it again. Y'all gotta chill. You should not want the fight to happen. No, I do not want the fight to happen. Because yes, I still think Jake is gonna whoop him. Mike's only shot is old man strength, and he better get him early. Because the longer it go, the worse it's gonna get for Mike. I'm sticking by what I said. It's nothing against Mike. Legend of the sport. Hall of Famer. All that. But facts is facts. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, now let's go to some more current boxers because we got some big fights coming up. We got the David Benavidez and Tank Davis card coming up. David Benavidez, he's going against Alexander Vazdik. And then Tank Davis going against Detroit's own, actually, Frank Martin. But we don't claim Frank Martin because he on some weird stuff. He be claiming Indianapolis or Indiana, wherever it is. So he born in Detroit, but he don't claim us for real. But we're going to talk about a fighter who does claim Michigan in a minute. So I asked the question, who's the most exciting boxer right now? Hey, somebody got to hold it down now that Wilder's pretty much done, because that's who would have been my pick. Because I definitely, Deontay Wilder, if he's actually retired, one of the most exciting fighters, if not the most exciting fighter of the century. Yes. Not saying he's the best. We talking about excitement. We talking about somebody who gonna make you flip out. His knockouts, gonna get a reaction out of you every time. But no, David Benavidez is one of the more exciting fighters now. Tank Davis is in there, and they on the same card. But then you also got Naoya Inoue in the mix. So I don't know who you think is the most exciting boxer right now, but my pick would have to be one of those three. But if I had to pick somebody, I'm going Tank. Tank is an entertainer. You know, Inoue, he's just a great boxer, period. But he ain't got that American crowd, sadly. He is exciting to watch, though, because he ain't really got no weaknesses. And then David, you know what, David? You keep calling out Canelo. You keep get that fight, brother. Get that fight for yourself and for us boxing fans, because I'm telling y'all, if somebody gonna beat Canelo in Canelo's weight class and, you know, not no Bivol stuff, it's gonna be David Benavidez. But yeah, David, keep calling out Canelo. I'm excited this card coming up because it's featuring two of boxing's more exciting fighters right now. But I gotta talk about Michigan's most I gotta talk one of the greatest, not one of. Sorry, Layla Ali. I'm talking about the greatest women's boxer of all time, the GWOAT. Yeah, GWOAT. Something. Yeah, GWOAT. I'm talking about Claressa Shields. She's about to get back in the ring July 27th. LCA, Little Caesars Arena. She's fighting for the heavyweight championship. Yes, Claressa Shields is back in Detroit. She's going against the heavyweight champion, the current champ, Vanessa LePage Jonas. It's another Salida Promotions card. Shout out Salida Promotions, putting on another big time Boxing USA card. This time for a world championship. It's going to be on the zone. But I'm saying shout out to them because since the spring of this year, they've been putting on like monthly cards at the Wayne State Fieldhouse, family friendly as far as price go, and it features the best local fighters in the area. And I'm not just talking like this guy up and coming and amateurs. No, I'm talking guys who have fought on paper. Like we're talking about Jermaine Franklin was headlining the last card. He fought Anthony Joshua not that long ago. We know how big of a name Anthony Joshua is. We talking about just different guys who are up and coming in the city that are chasing championships at this point, right? So shout out to Salida Promotions. But yeah, July 27th, Claressa Shields versus Vanessa LePage Jonas for the heavyweight championship. I got to go. If Shields wins, this would be the 4th division she wins a world title in. 4th. Come on now, y'all. That would be a big deal. But no, she's moving up 2 divisions to even go up to heavyweight. So I'm all for it. I got the GWOAT. Got to go with my Michigan. You know, it is what it is. Like I said, Frank Martin, you're not a real Michigan player, but Claressa Shields, she repping Flint. Flint. I said, I don't know if it'll happen. Who knows if she even want to do it. But I said it'll be hype, in my opinion. The old head's going to agree with me on this. Young heads, maybe not. But if she came out to MC's Breed, ain't no future in your fronting, you not going to tell me the old heads in the arena not going to get like, oh, you know that moment? Like, Auntie going to be at the fight with her cup in her hand, and then you know, when his fit going to be, hey, you know what? Like, what? Y'all y'all not gonna tell me that ain't gonna happen. So if I was Claressa Shields, or if I could just say one thing to her before the fight, it would be consider playing some MC Breed before the fight. Oh, even if it's gotta get mine, you gotta get yours. You know, with Tupac, if she does that, that would be just throw a little shout out, a little tribute to Breed. But all in all, I'm excited. The plan is for me to be there. I'm excited. We got a world title fight happening in Michigan again after a year, because the last one was Alicia Baumgartner's fight at Masonic Temple, which I do hope. I mean, I'm a fan of both fighters, and I hate to see them arguing, but I do want to see Alicia Baumgartner and Claressa Shields getting on in the ring. I do. And apparently off their Twitter pages, they want to see it. The fans want to see it. I want to see it. Somebody make it happen. And hey, another thing, they both fight on DAZN. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. But the plan is for me to be at the fight. Will you be there? I hope so. I hope you see me there. But no. To close out, all I got to say is, yeah, GWOAT. Thank you all for listening to today's episode. I hope you come back for more episodes. Remember to please subscribe on whatever platform you are watching or listening to Buffed Up Sports on. If you can, comment, leave a rating, leave a review, because I love to hear all the feedback. I mean, feedback is appreciated. So the comments, the reviews, the ratings are appreciated. Also, remember to send it to a friend, send it to 2 friends, send it to 3 friends if you love today's episode, all right? And even if you didn't, still send it to them to tell them how bad it is. I don't care what you do. Just send it to some folks, please. Please. But remember to go to buffedupsports.com. That is the official Buffed Up Sports website. There you will have the social media links that I'm on. You will also find the platforms that the podcast is available on. And you will find the ways to, support the channel on with the cha-ching-ching, if you know what I'm saying. So remember these words. Spread love. Keep your chest out. Hold your head up. Show off them pretty teeth. And don't y'all worry about a thing. Until next time, y'all be good out there. And God bless you all. Peace.